back in the fall of 2021, when all the Evergrande stuff was starting to bubble to the surface, you had this period of like 2 or 3 weeks in September of that year where market would open, up 0.5%, and then it would close down 0.5%. And so it just felt like you were taking a 1% loss every day, even though the market was just kind of Yesterday was really reminiscent of that, where, hey, we open up and then we end up, up 15 points on the S&P, and then we close down 15. It had that feel and vibe to it, and that was ultimately not a very healthy market towards the tail end of 2021 that led into a bear market in 2022. I'm not saying that's where we're going. I'm saying the action of the last couple days, even with a bunch of good news. I mean, let's be clear here, because I've raised a whole lot of concerns about the U.S. economy this year. The earnings data that we've gotten this week,
good.
Not just good, it's been awesome.
Good.
It's been really, really good. When stocks can't rally on good news, and I'm not even talking good economic news, I'm saying when companies come out and say, hey, we're making more money than we expected, and stocks can't rally on that, not only we're making more, hey, we're guiding higher for the rest of this year.
Yeah, Microsoft increased guidance.
Well, Microsoft was up 7%, so I'm not talking about them. But yet, all these other companies that were reporting over the last few days or so, I mean, and I'm talking big companies that were reporting good numbers. And it was just, that's okay, we want to sell. Yeah, that's what ended up happening with a lot of them. And so when that happens, it does pique my interest, because normally it's, hey, we beat earnings, great. You do what Microsoft and what Meta did. You rally not necessarily 7 to 14%, but okay, we're up.
Yep.
Instead, you've got Pepsi reporting earnings that are better than expected on Tuesday, and things didn't go very well.
Yeah.
This is the kind of stuff that does make you feel nervous about the underpinning of the market in the short term, not long term. I'm not saying this is end of the world stuff, but just
if companies are telling you that they are doing better than expected and investors are seemingly not buying it, then that is good reason to be concerned.
Right. It there's something indicative there in terms of, hey, this isn't great necessarily. This is, again, Pepsi just as an example. So they reported earnings 2 days ago. Stock went up by $4 and change, or $3 and change. Today it almost touched back to where it was before that.
Yeah.
And you sit there and you're like, oh, gee, that's not necessarily good. That's not necessarily what you want to see in a healthy market. And there's some signs that things are a little funky under the surface right now.